president of the Americas for Premium Audio Company, so thank you for being here. I have our Chief Operating Officer over here, Vinny Bonacorsi, with us. I have our entire team here in the back with us, the entire Dirac team here with us tonight. I've got Roberta Lewis, amazing PR for us here. Thank you. Susan Scanner can't be here, but she also has helped a lot with this, putting this together. We're going to show you a couple of our new products, starting with, I believe, the Core 300. I'm going to turn it over to the one and only Dirac Anderson. Thank you, everybody, for being here.
All right. Thank you, guys. I'll give you kind of a very quick run of the show, and then we'll jump right into it. So I'll give you a little bit about what Klipsch has been up to, let's call it the past 12 months, what we're up to this week, and then we'll touch on some of our great partners in Dirac and also THX. Then Marcus is going to kick off some incredible demos for you guys. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. So what Klipsch has been up to. So, this slide shows a lot of work from our great teams that put in over the past year. So starting in the top left, Klipsch is always looking for a way to put his brand in front of consumers. The best thing we can do to propel audio forward is to give a customer a great experience where they might least expect it, whether it's in automotive or it's in marine. So if you ever had a pleasure of being on a Mastercraft boat, they're absolutely amazing. It's a great way to spend a couple $100,000 and have a great time wakeboarding. We also announced a partnership with Infinity. So Infinity, the QX80, has a 26-speaker Klipsch sound system in it. Automotive is a tremendous way to give somebody a great audio experience, right? Unfortunately, a lot of enthusiasts in the room might have good audio equipment at home, but a lot of consumers don't. They jump in the car, go in the left lane, crank up the windows, and that's a great audio experience for them. So it's important that Klipsch is really playing strong in the automotive game. We announced Ram, the Tungsten Edition. This truck is absolutely amazing. It's got more screens than I've ever seen in a car. It's got a screen on the glove compartment and a lot of great technology that comes within the product itself. Some of the other partnerships that we had was at X-Men 97. So Klipsch has a long-standing position with Marvel. We've done... So it's a little early in the process. So it could be a theme. Let's hope it's not. So X-Men 97. So we did a Deadpool. We were the official home theater speaker of Deadpool on its original release. We did a partnership with X-Men 97. The key to this is to get into different channels, use some creative advertising to help drive net new consumers to our platforms. Some of the other things that we are tremendously proud of. Is that working? Is our integration of Patch UC. So a couple of years ago, Klipsch acquired Onkyo, but we really didn't buy an AVR company. We bet a 77-year-old Japanese engineering firm in Osaka, Japan. So they've done a tremendous amount of work over the past couple of years, and that work has really culminated with the Flexus line itself. So some of the stuff that we have going this week. So we're announcing a new partnership with Nissan. So if you're in the US, it's called the Armada. In Boston, it's an Armada. If you're overseas, it's called the Nissan Patrol. But it is I think it's a 14-speaker package that was just announced this week, so further strengthening that position within the automotive space. We also have an upcoming partnership that we're going to get a press release out for you guys, probably about sometime early next week, let's say. But it's a new Marvel show called Agatha. It's a little bit dark, but that dark movies, audio plays an important part of it, right? So it's going to give all those jumps and scares. But one of the things we're really proud of is we were able to secure this for not only Klipsch, but Onkyo as well. And the other thing is our previous partnerships were also North American based. This is the first time we've ventured in a global spectrum with Marvel. So this will be in all markets throughout the world. Once again, putting it to a little bit different audience. One of the themes about Marvel that we really love is it's a female-dominant cast. When you think about the audio industry, we always want to hit the demographics that aren't necessarily our strongest position from a marketing perspective, and Agatha hits that right on the head. Announcement on the 27th, last week, our new professional in-ceiling series from Klipsch. So we did some unique technology within this series here. We have what we call the hyperfold port on the bottom right here. So it's essentially a folded port to give you better bass extension. And we have what we call the new Skyhook Pro. which is illustrated right here. It's a toolless installation where you push the speaker up and they're spring loaded and they clamp down on themselves. So we're really happy to introduce a PIC line just this past week. Not quite public yet, but it's going to come next week. You might see some teaser posts right now. Is Klipsch and Devon Turnbull and an OJAS collaboration. So if you guys aren't aware that this week, well I should say starting on Friday, is New York Fashion Week. Devon is hosting 3 exclusive listening events, debuting our partnership with Devon. You can kind of see the image on the right. Not going to kind of tease the story too much, but it's a tremendous collaboration between Devon and our very own Roy Delgado. If you guys don't know Roy, he's very special to Klipsch. Roy Delgado was a direct apprentice of Paul Klipsch, literally worked for the man many years and a great relationship with him. So a legacy audio brand, it's very important to create that lineage to your founder, and Roy does a tremendously good job with that. So we're happy to announce the Klipsch OJAS partnership. We got more. RC30 is over on the right here. So this is a tremendous receiver. So this is really rounding out the Onkyo RC family. So previously we have the 70, the 50. Now we're coming in at a 30. The key to this product is it's only $1,200. Our friends at Dirac have a tremendous value in this with a built-in full bandwidth license and the ability to add bass control. But all that at $1,200 is a very interesting price point to really help drive mass adoption for some of these higher end technologies. All right, Flexus. So I talked a little bit about the integration with Onkyo. I'm going to give you just a quick shot of all the Flexus models so you can get an idea of them, and then we're going to turn it over to some of our partners. The Flexus line review. So a couple of months ago, I should say a little bit longer than that, but CES last year, we did the Core 100 and 200, as well as the Surround 100 and Sub 100. On this past Tuesday, we announced the Core 300, which you'll hear in a moment, which gives you an additional surround drivers. So you maintain the 2 upward firing drivers. We add 2 4-inch drivers on the top, so going from 2 total to 4 total. And then we add the surround drivers as well. The 200s add upward firing Atmos drivers, so you can get a full 7.1.4 configuration from a Soundbar solution. All right, keep it over to Frederick.
Yes. So my name is Frederick Tapper. I'm VP for Home at Dirac. And I mean, we are addressing the room and the room acoustics and the problem that it has in general, and bringing that to audiences. And where we started a couple of years ago, over 10 years ago, you could find us, but mainly within the cinema space. We were inaccessible to the regular consumers rather than going to a cinema to hear what we do. But after that, we thought, okay, how can we bring this to the market overall? And we started in the $20,000 range, $10,000, $20,000 range, which is very high priced. It's not for everyone. It's for those really big home cinema setups. And after that, we looked at how can we bring this to even more consumers. And we started a really good partnership with premium audio company here. And at the time, we brought it to the AVR market, bringing it more affordable to the processors, AVRs. How can you improve the space that these products go in to the regular home cinemas? Now we're at a time to groundbreaking new products like these ones that are the first or the most accessible rather AVR with bass control in the market, and also with a completely new product that features Dirac. So we're super happy about this collaboration that we're able to bring Dirac Live into more consumers to the space of soundbars. Thank you. I bring it over to Rickard.
Thank you, Freddie. My name is Rickard Hellfeldt. I'm Vice President of Consumer and E-commerce at Dirac. And while we're super happy to be able to get introduced to a new type of customer with the soundbar introduction and being able to give Dirac Live to a whole different type of segment, we're also very excited to be able to introduce yet another device with the TXRC30, introducing that into the Dirac Live family. And that would come with full room correction included and then upgradable with bass control. And this timing couldn't be better because we just reshaped the bass control license where we reduced the previous options between a single and multi-type, combining that into a joint type, and also being able to reduce the price from up to $499 before down to $299, which constitutes a 40% saving. So all in all, we're super excited about the collaboration with Premium Audio Company. Thanks so much, guys, for having us here today, and looking forward to working together going forward. Yeah.
And Steve's going to talk a little bit about THX.
Hi guys, Steve Marks with THX. I'm the VP of Global Technology. We are extremely proud to be partners of Onkyo for over 31 years. Started in 1993 with their first product there, and literally there's been hundreds of products in this product family. So with Premium Audio Company, with between Onkyo, Integra, Klipsch, Pioneer Elite, the Yamaha, the Magnat brands. We've been very ecstatic to work with them over the decades. Key parts to the philosophy and implementation of what THX is in the home theater space. We're really actually we just had a training today, and we featured the RZ50 we had there because this was still under embargo. But now that I talked about it because we released this morning. But in our training classes, actually the advanced classes, we have RZ30s, or RZ50s there to show people how to align home theaters. What is a good product to set up home theater for? How to use this product? And we've developed specifications for how to create a home theater. What is the right way? This happened in the 1980s, late 1980s. Tom Holmes was trying to figure out how to stabilize the home theater market. He stabilized the theater market, the cinema market, where he developed specifications and methods and technologies on how to bring directors' product into that space and to deliver the content to consumer as the director intended. So we were doing that for the home theater as well. And it was really, really important. The electronics were a key piece of that because we wanted to make sure it was repeatable and understandable. You bring this, you have this uncontrollable space with speakers and uncontrollable room acoustics. You need stabilizing elements in there, unknown pieces. And the Onkyo receiver was certainly one of those. We knew how it performed, we knew what it needed to do, and it was repeatable every single time. And so we were very, very happy to have that as part of our product portfolio. One other thing I want to mention for you guys, there's something in your gift bags. THX released this year the THX Interconnect HDMI cable. You'll find one of those in there as well. So that's one of our fantastic new releases for this year. Please enjoy that. It's a 2-meter cable. Please enjoy it in your own personal home theater or for one of your reviews. Thank you.
Thank you. Great.
Yeah. Awesome. So now we can do the fun stuff and listen to some product. What I love about this product is I think about when Paul W. Klipsch started his company, he wanted to bring, as a lot of you know in the room, the power, detailed emotion of a live concert or the cinema into the living room. If he had to do that from scratch today, he would probably have a soundbar in his lineup. I think he'd be very proud of the partners that just spoke to you. One of the things about soundbars today is it is the way to get sound and that experience into a room that may not have anything. We talked about today's audience. The youngsters today, when they go to their first audio product, what is it? It's a little white headphone from some fruit company making cell phone fruit, right? And when they want to listen better, what do? They buy the wireless version of that fruit company headphones, right? I'm fancy, I fit in with the cool kids. We want to give them a product that you can expand upon and not grow out of. We have 3 different sizes of this model with the 100, 200, and now the 300. What makes this one unique is it's taking the form factor of soundbars and giving you that big, impactful, cinema-esque experience, but it also has the partnership with Onkyo, and that's what we're doing differently at Premium Audio Company. So I like to say we have a 4th pillar now. It's the power, detail, and emotion. The 4th one is the precision of Japanese engineering from Onkyo into our soundbar. The first clip I'm going to play for you guys is from one of my favorite franchises in the cinema, what really changed my life, which was Jurassic Park. Now, if you'd have told a young me there's going to be like 19 more Jurassic Parks, I wouldn't believe you. Or just don't go to the island, it's really easy. They're going to try to eat you. But what's cool about this first clip, this is Jurassic Park. It's called the cliff scene. What's unique about it is you're going to have a lot of the usual stuff. So they're running from a dinosaurs are fighting, but then a volcano explodes. And you know who's afraid of volcanoes? dinosaurs. So finally the dinosaurs are on the run. And what's great about this, we can add multiple subs to the system. These are the new 12-inch subs. There's a lot of impact. And when the dinosaurs are running, you're going to feel a lot of weight, not to mention the molten lava falling from the sky. Okay. Here we go. What do you think? 90% of people, maybe 99, that have seen that movie have not experienced it on a system like that. And we're at CEDIA, we listen to a lot of really large systems with tons of bass. When you add dual subs to the system, it really takes it to the upper echelon of what you can do with a soundbar system. I love the new rear speakers with the upward firing drivers. We have 4 Atmos drivers. If you want more bass, you can run a traditional sub. So let's say you want a 16-inch reference Premier 800-watt subwoofer. You can run that right out of the back into that and get a couple more WWs. Now, for our next clip, we're going to take bass to another level. If you'll notice on our subs, the 10 and 12 are both front firing. We do that on purpose. We could do a downward firing sub and get a little more bass out of it, but it would not be that Klipsch clean and controlled bass. We want it to be cinematic, not muddy, and spread out throughout the room. So in this next clip, this is from An Angel Has Fallen. So if you don't know this clip, I love it. This is Gerard Butler. He's a Secret Service agent, and he finds himself. There it is. So he finds himself in the middle of the woods with his mentor. What's cool about this clip is his mentor teaches him the old story of old bull versus young bull. Bad guys are coming in, the young bull wants to run around and shoot everybody himself. The old bull has a few tricks up his sleeve. Jesus, oh, bitch. Power, detail, emotion, precision, and I think we should have a 5th one, which is bass. Back to you, buddy.
Awesome. Great. So that's what we have for kind of the formal demo session. You know, we do have another 10 minutes or so we could open it up for some Q&A. Any other compliments are always appreciated as well.
I saw some of you almost clap. It's okay to clap.
Get to it.
What's the official channel count on the soundbar?
The official count, so it's LCR on the front, then there's surround on the side, upward firing, and then these act as not one channel, they're subwoofers.
The center is a center channel, so there's a dual 2 1/4 inch driver with a 3/4 inch Klipsch horn loaded tweeter in the middle. That's why you get all the detail in the dialogue.
So with the rears, it's 7.x.4.
13 drivers. up
7.1.
front, Yeah.
7.1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty convincing too.
When you use Dirac, are you going to see all the before and after for each driver like you do on a
Yeah, so one of the things that's really exciting is how we deploy Dirac. So, the big thing is this is a soundbar. And Dirac is can do complicated things, right? So one of the things we're cognizant of is what does the deployment look like from a consumer that just buys this and just starts clicking buttons. So we'll have a Dirac calibration done right native in the Klipsch Connect app. So the customer will download the app as you would regularly get it on the Wi-Fi and do the regular setup process. The microphone uses a puck mic that comes in the box, like you would find it with an APR, and then that will do the full calibration. However, if you are an integrator and you want the ability to jump into all the goodness that Dirac's offer, you can jump on the computer PC, use a wireless mic, and tweak to your detail.
And does the Dirac work with the externally connected subwoofer? You were saying you plug in a standard subwoofer with it?
Yeah, so we'll calibrate it all as a single channel.
Okay, one bass channel.
Yeah, one bass channel.
A question that comes up during your trainings with the other versions of this. So when it goes to a consumer, one of the things we do is we take it to the next level so that a consumer has everything they need in the box. So you get a microphone to calibrate Dirac in the box. Some soundbars today don't come with a remote because your TV remote can use it. We have a remote in the box. You also get a wall mount in the box. So everything we're making is for the end user to have the best experience possible.
I was actually going to touch on that. So the wall mount in the box is on the two smaller models, the 100 and the 200. So their size allows for a typical kind of L bracket. But once we hit this width and really the weight, we have a typical, more like a strip that goes on the wall that's sold separately for like $75 to hit a couple of studs so you can get a better installation on it. So the Core 300 has a little larger mount just due to its size.
And what is the price point of the full 7.1.4 system?
Math live. $9.99, I got that one.
Yeah.
$4.99 and $3.99 for the surround. So it's, I think it's what, it's
1800.
Yep.
Cool.
Just about.
Nice.
Shoot up.
Natively, the soundbar, what's its frequency range? I mean, how low can it go on its own?
Andy?
Andy?
The soundbar on its own can go to 43 hertz.
Okay.
So with the sub gets down to 23.
And if the subs are wireless, you can do two?
Yes, yeah, you can do two wireless off of a single dongle.
Up to two.
Up to two wireless a day.
You can technically do two wireless subs and one wired sub if you
okay.
really want to. Or
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, essentially, the elephant in the rear is always hot. We never disable it.
Oh, wow.
So one wired and two wireless then, if you want to be crazy about it.
Sure, you can split the wireless thing before. But yeah, you can do one wire, two, and they'll all fire. But note, it is a single channel, right? So adjustments and everything will be done as a group.
Yeah.
So it's better to have the same size drivers, ideally, if it's all just one channel.
100%. Yeah, we'd recommend pairing it with two of these, or it's a space, space it desires a single one, whatever you see. And it's important to note that this is the 12-inch. There's obviously, we have a 10-inch from the previous launch. It's all compatible. We also have the Surround 100 without the outward firing. That's all compatible. So there's different variations that people can choose.
And the 300 does support DTSX.
It does, DTSX.
Awesome.
But it does, DTSX, obviously Atmos on a true HD codec as well. It does have an HDMI input too, which the other bars do not. They just have Ethernet. It also has network connectivity too. The other ones don't. So that gives you the whole slew of music streaming options.
Right.
AirPlay, Chromecast, Tidal Connect.
Rune? Certified?
Rune.
We don't support Root.
We do not support Rune. Rune via AirPlay.
Now, the Dirac is the limited bandwidth version, right?
Ooh, there's the question. That's right. I was waiting for that one. So yeah, so it ships with a limited bandwidth. However, the hardware inside does have capability to do full bandwidth. It also has the capability to do bass control.
Oh, okay. Because
So-
that wasn't detailed in the press information exactly. They said that in the future they're planning on full bandwidth capability, but they said they didn't have anything regarding the bass
Control.
right, the bass control yet.
Yeah.
That's a
If
paid
that-
upgrade though?
You do now.
Yeah.
So, so the way it would work is it is a limited in the box, free.
Right.
Also, no activation required, no
Right.
Dirac login, just plug and play for the consumer.
Okay.
In the event that they want to add the full bandwidth license, those will be paid upgrades for full bandwidth as well as bass control.
Now you can control set up the Dirac with either the remote that comes with the,
The puck bike,
but you
or
can
a
also
USB
use
mic.
the full Dirac app.
100%.
Okay.
Yep.
Does it support IP control?
Yes. Yep. All usual suspects, control 4, restaurant, all that. That's good questions.
How about throughput for gamers? Is it suggested to plug that into the TV, or do you want them to go in through the soundbar? So if you've
Good
got
question.
Xbox or a PC.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you go ER, then you're safe, right? But if it does do 4K at 120, auto low latency, VRR, QFT, all that. I'm not certain. We can confirm.
Correct,
Are you shaking? You had yes or shaking to confirm?
Yes.
So it's HDMI 2.1?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I put that in. Sure, I'll have to check.
Everyone wants one for review.
Sure.
It's in the bag.
All right, now we're talking.
We're not taking those when we leave?
It's in your backpack. You know, it's not in this backpack. Yeah, no, we actually put it in the swag bag, but it.
Just remember, I live in Denver.
Just saying. No, noted. Yeah, actually, I didn't mention. So we have some nice backpacks with some goodies for you guys. We'll make sure that you guys ever grab them on the way out.
One more question.
Sure.
How many inputs on the back? Is it just a single source, or
It is HDMI, optical.
I mean, in terms of HDMI?
Just one in.
Just one single?
Well, HDMI plus an HDMI.
Oh, so there's ER. So there's two.
Yeah.
Yes, there's
But
two.
one's for ER.
One in, one out.
Okay, got it.
Sweet.
Cool.
I like the Dirac in there.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah. So do we.
Right.
It's really special. I mean, I'm a real geek when it comes to this stuff, and you know, you have sound bars, and you can do a little bass, a little treble, maybe a 3-band or something. But like, it's really nice just to be able to like adjust levels, right, instead of a little curve here or there. So we think that it'll get adoption particularly well in the CEDIA channel just for that alone. You know, most people in the CEDIA channel, if they want to, you know, take ownership in how the system sounds, you know, they shy away from sound bars because they just don't have the control.
Right.
Now we're hoping that maybe they do.
And this is the only soundbar on the market for anyone with Dirac.
This is the.
This is it.
Yeah.
World's first.
World's first.
So it comes with a limited bandwidth direct license.
It does.
All the sub channels are one channel. What would the base license do for that?
So when you activate the additional, and I'll let one of these guys from Dirac correct me on this if I'm wrong, but when you activate the bass control license, it actually just activates another level of the algorithm, which gives you that bass control processing itself.
But still,
Is that correct, Ricardo?
Yeah, so room correction, which comes with the device, is a separate license from bass control itself. And then bass control is a completely different set of algorithms that's applied with that license.
So does it not do anything in the base region on the included license?
It does. It does. So it does alignment on bass frequency as well.
So if
what bass control does is that it harmonizes the perception of the bass in that region, so that you avoid these peaks and dips that can appear with standing bass and other type of characteristics that would occur normally in the room.
Would you have to calibrate again, or would you upgrade and your current calibration would simply get the new?
So,
ability?
like with this device, the or SID 30, if you calibrate once with the license that's included with room correction, and then add base control afterwards, you would typically not be required to do another measurement. You can use the one you open up the product you had before and just export once again with the base control, add that feature.
Yeah.
Most people choose to actually make another calibration. We've discovered just because it might have been a while since you did that last time, but you would not be required to.
And with the soundbar, would that also be the situation?
So I think that
Yes,
we'll have
yeah,
to come back
it's
to
the
you.
same. No, it's the same thing. So it's just the base control is just another layer of the algorithm. The base measurements will change. Essentially, you measure once and then you add on the layer and it adds more.
And multi-seat location, or is it one location? Or?
So when you do, it's two different deployments. When you do the puck mic in the box, it's 3 locations.
Okay.
And then when you do the full suite, you can do 9 to 14, I think it is, or something along those lines. You can do multiple as you could any other Dirac product.
Gotcha.
One thing I'd love to see is
Sure.
the little guy that's on the sofa during setup. I want to put my picture.
You want to be that guy?
When it comes up, I want to be hanging out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Feature request.
Perfect job.
But no, for you guys, it could be like Roy.
That sounds good.
I mean, seriously, it'd be
That
fun.
would be pretty cool, actually.
It'd be kind of funny.
It could be Roy.
It'd be hilarious.
Might I also push for just that this is also the first, not only with room correction and Dirac on the soundbar, but also that it's the first where you can go through a journey that's just next a simplified journey of using Dirac through the collaboration, which is also bringing it to another level in terms of the user experience.
Right. Yeah, it's important to note that that same user experience is within our Onkyo products as well. So our Onkyo deployment, Integra deployment, Pioneer deployment is all right integrated within those apps as well.
Yes.
So.